So everyone, so in this video, I'll be dealing with the problems related to dishonest sellers. As you can see, this man, suppose him to be a shopkeeper, is not showing what actually the weight is, and he instead is cheating to his customers. Anyway, yeah, the problems in this question, I'll be dealing with the approach of multiplying factor approach. The reason of this being, multiplying factor approach is very, according to me, it is very super quick approach for solving such questions rather than assuming it to be 100, then 120, then dot and this. Ultimately we switch that in that approach to ultimately we switch to multiplying factor only. So now coming, explain this picture about, ah, see the concept, what the concept is for this particular topic. This equation is super important. VVIP equation, this equation, very important. Let me tell you about that equation. Equation is multiplying factor volume into multiplying factor markup equals multiplying factor profit. What does this mean? Equation is like this: multiplying factor volume into multiplying factor markup equals multiplying factor profit. This will be more clear when I'll explain you this in the question. I'll be explaining this equation in the next slide. One thing you have to keep in mind, that after solving you have to write the end result as in this form to get the profit percentage. What does this mean? Suppose after solving you got this LHS part, this part as 3 by 2 equal to MFP, you got, say. So 3 by 2 can be written as 1 plus 1 by 2, isn't it? So you wrote this in this form, 1 plus x, isn't it? Yes, 1, and this is the x part. So this x part denotes the P percentage. So x part from here you got as 1.2 equals 0.5, and for percentages it will be 50%. So the profit percent is in this case will be 50%. Okay. Now before switching over directly to the question, first of all let me tell you that what exactly is multiplying factor. We can't blindly use the multiplying factor without knowing, na? Say you have 100 rupees and you have to convert that into 120. So what will you multiply with 100 to get that 100 converted to 120? 6 by 5, isn't it? 5, 20, 26, 120. You got this? So this particular quantity, 6 by 5, my bad. This particular quantity 6 by 5 is multiplying factor in this case because it converts the 100 into 120. Now how did we get this? We cannot mug up all the multiplying factors to change this into that. So how did we get that? You had 100, you converted it into 120. The multiplying factor was 6 by 5. So 6 by 5, can it be written as 120 by 100? Related to this now to the equation. What is 120 and 100? 120 is the changed quantity, isn't it? Changed quantity by 100. What 100 is? 100 is the initial quantity, or in fact actual quantity, because we'll be dealing with actual quantity term most of the time for this particular question. So changed by actual and in the numerator tampered or fake represented, whatever. So this is multiplying factor. Now the equation significance, nothing much to tell in that. This is the equation: multiplying factor volume into multiplying factor markup equals multiplying factor profit. Just remember this equation, very important, super important for this particular concept. Now switching into the question, of the concept was clear. Question number 1. What is the question? A shopkeeper purchased 20% extra quantity than indicated and sells 20% less. So purchase 20% actually. So he pays 100 and he takes 120, isn't it? Purchased 20% extra, 100 to 120, because he paid for 100 and he took 120. So multiplying factor here, 6 by 5, and sells 20% less than the indicated while selling. So sells 20% less. So says he is saying it is 100. But what actually it is? Is it 100? No, it isn't. It is 80. Why? Because it is 20% less than the indicated. Indicated is 100 and actual is 80. So multiplying factor in this is final by initial. 100 by 80, 5 by 4. Fair enough? Fair enough. 2 5. Yeah. Now these are the two multiplying factors. Write it down here. 6 by 5 into 5 by 4 equals multiplying factor profit. So 5 gets cancelled with 5. 5 gets cancelled with 5. 3, 2. I don't need to write it down because I've already explained this in the concept that what 3 will do, but I will tell you. We got MFPS 3 by 2. This is why I took the example of 3 by 2. So 3 by 2 can be rewritten as 1 plus 1 by 2. And as told earlier, write P here and square this. Basically, it will be MFP, but just for your trick, write P here and 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 is nothing but 0.5, and rather in percentages, it will be 50%. So the question was, find the percentage profit. What was the percentage profit? 50%. So the answer to this question is 50% is your answer. Done. Question 1 done. Hope it was easy. I mean, after my explaining, it was turned into easy. Now coming to the second question. Yeah. A shopkeeper marks up the price of a rice by 20%. So let me change the color. What actually it is? 100. He marked up. Actually, it is 100, but he marked up to 120. So again, this is a familiar multiplying factor for you. 6 by 5. And he gives a discount of 10% discount. So it is a actually it is 100, but he gives it for 90. So the multiplying factor changed by initial 9 by 10. Apart from this, he's selling 800 grams in 1000 grams. So the important thing which comes into play. It actually is 800 gram, but what he shows us that it is 1000. Multiplying factor in this case 5 by 4. So multiply all these three multiplying factors. What do we get? 6 by 5, 9 by 10, 5 by 4 equal to multiplying factor P. This gets cancelled. 2, 3. So what do we get this as? 9, 3, 27. 27 by 20 as 27 by 20 equals MFP. Now, as stated, write this 27 by 20 as, can it be rewritten as 1 plus 7 by 20 in 1 plus x forms equals P. This will be your profit percentage. So percentage will be 7 by 20 into 100, comes out to be 35%. Done. So easy it looked with the multiplying factor approach. 35 is your answer. See, you already stated the answer. Done with this second question. Now the third, the question number 3. A trader balances such that that true weight is 10% less than the weight. So actually it is 90. Shows us 100. Getting this? 10% less than the actual weight, less than the weight shown by the balance. So 10% shown by balance, say it is 100, so it is actually 10% less. So 100. Multiplying factor in this case 10 by 9, easy. Sells at markup 10%, so actually 100 rupees it costs, but he sells it to us at 110. Multiplying factor in this case 100 by 9, 11 by 10. Just multiply these two multiplying factors, 10 by 9, 11 by 10, this equals MFP 11 by 9. Now another mandatory process, 1 plus 2 by 9. Fair enough. Write it as P. This is for R, for REs. Actually, if you see it technically, it isn't right to write P here because it will be included 1. So it will multiply factor. So 2 by 9 we got. 2 by 9 into 100 will give us 22.22 is your answer. See, the answer already stated. So done, 3 questions, easy, so easy it looked with the multiplying factor approach. Fair enough. Now the third question. Sorry, fourth question. The question. This question may look tricky to you. You may get confused in this. See, a meter scale expands in summer. Because of this, Taylor selling at markup of 25% makes a profit of 10%. What is the length? LTH is length. Ohm's lingo. This is Ohm's lingo. Anyway. Selling at makes a profit of 10% only. So in this case, the end result is 10. So now markup. So markup of 25%. So 100 turns out to be, converts it to 1 to 5. And what is the length of the meter scale? So basically he say he shows 100, but actually it isn't 100 because it has expanded. So it is X. In this case, say X it is. So because of this, so profit is given as 10%. 10%, 11 by 10 in the RHS. 1 to 5 multiplying factor, 25, 5, 4, 100 by X. 1 to 5, sorry, already written this. 5 by 4 into 100 by X equals, this is multiplying factor of profit, 11 by 10. So now solving this, we get X equals 113.63. This is your answer as stated here, 113.63. So it actually is 113.63, but it is showing it to be 100. You could have easily guessed this because see, he has already marked up by 25%, but instead he's making the profit of 10 only. So if instead of marking 25, he is making less than that. So ultimately, there is a flaw in the scale, and it is showing less than actually it is. So it is a loss for the shopkeeper, but overall he makes 10% only. So this has come out to be 113.63. Done. This question done. Now coming to the next question. The question. Even though I sell rice at a markup of 10%, immediately you have seen this 10%, write it down, 100, 110. No need to, let me show you like this. Don't write this. Markup of 10, 11 by 10, directly we'll write this now. I realized that I was on break-even point. What does this mean, break-even point? New term. Break-even point is nothing but no profit, no loss. This means break-even point. So in the RHS, it will be 1. CP equals SP. Yeah. It is then I realized that the weight I'm using is faulty. When the balance shows 1 kg, so shows 1 kg means it will show 1000, but what it actually is, we don't know that. That is x, isn't it? Say what it actually shows. In the last question only I told that it actually was something, but it showed something else. 1000 it showed. So multiplying factor 1000 by x, fair enough, fair enough. This gets cancelled, x there, and 1100 kg. Sorry, my bad. Grams. This is your answer. See, two-step solution. Sorry. One-step solution, in fact. Yeah. The new term break and point, nothing new. Okay, fair enough. Next question. Probably it was the last one. Oh, sorry, I'm done. So hope the topic was clear to you all. Thank you so much.